Manifestation has become one of the most popular buzzwords in the world of spirituality and self-development. TikTok is full of people telling you that if you just say an affirmation 3 times, you'll attract $1 million. YouTube gurus promise that if you just visualize hard enough, your soulmate will magically appear, but let's be honest. If it were that easy, we would all be rich, happy, and living our dream lives right now. The harsh reality is this: most people never see results, they give up, and they declare manifestation to be nonsense. But the truth is deeper than that. Manifestation is real, it's powerful. But only if you understand the hidden principles behind it. In this video, I'll break down exactly why 99% of people fail, what mistakes they make, and the exact steps you need to take to become part of the 1% who actually manifests their dream life. Let's start with the biggest lie you've been told: that manifestation is just about thinking positive thoughts. Yes, thoughts are powerful. But if manifestation was simply about thinking positive, then every optimistic person on earth would already have everything they desire. Clearly, that's not the case. Here's the truth. Manifestation is not about thoughts alone. It's about alignment. Alignment means your thoughts, emotions, actions, and energy are all moving in the same direction. Most people fail because they say one thing, think another, feel something completely different, and then act in ways that contradict all of it. For example, someone says, "I'm manifesting financial freedom." But deep down, they feel fear every time they check their bank account. Their thoughts are filled with doubt. What if I never make enough money? Their actions? Spending recklessly or procrastinating on opportunities. That is not alignment. That is chaos. The universe doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your frequency. And your frequency is not determined by what you say once a day in front of a mirror. It's determined by the emotions and beliefs you carry constantly. Now, why do 99% of people stay stuck? Let's go deeper. Mistake 1. They manifest from lack. Most people are not actually manifesting what they want. They are manifesting from what they don't have. When someone says, "I want money," the energy they are broadcasting is, "I don't have money." The universe only mirrors that energy back to them. It's like going to a restaurant and telling the waiter, "I'm starving, I don't have food, I don't want to be hungry anymore." What will the waiter bring you? Nothing, because you didn't order anything clear. The universe works the same way. Mistake 2. They don't believe it's possible. Here's the brutal truth. If you don't believe it's possible, it won't happen. You can repeat "I'm rich" 1,000 times a day, but if your subconscious is screaming, "No, you're not, you're broke," then your subconscious wins every time. Your subconscious beliefs are like the hidden operating system of your mind. They override everything. And unless you reprogram them, your manifestations will keep failing. Mistake 3. They don't take inspired action. This is the part most manifestation gurus leave out. They tell you to just visualize, just write affirmations, just wait. But nothing in this universe works without action. Manifestation is not magic, it's co-creation. The universe meets you halfway. If you want to manifest a dream career, you can't just sit in bed repeating affirmations. You need to put yourself out there, send applications, build skills, network. The action is what gives the universe channels to deliver your manifestation through. The problem is most people are waiting for a miracle to knock on their door while they do nothing, and that's why they fail. Let's get even deeper, because this is where psychology and spirituality overlap. The reason 99% of people fail to manifest their dreams is because they are addicted to their current identity. Think about it. Your brain is wired to keep you safe, not happy. Safety means predictability. So even if your current life sucks, your brain prefers it, because at least it's familiar. When you try to manifest something new, wealth, love, freedom, you're stepping into the unknown. And your subconscious immediately panics. It whispers, "This is scary. This is dangerous. Let's sabotage this and stay where we are." That's why people quit before they see results. They start manifesting, but then doubts creep in, fears take over, old habits resurface, and they go right back to their old reality. Here's the harsh truth. Most people are more committed to their excuses than their dreams. That's why they stay stuck. Manifestation is not just about attracting, it's about transforming who you are. And most people simply don't want to go through that uncomfortable transformation. They want the reward without the work. And that's why 99% fail. Here's the truth nobody talks about. Manifestation is not just about the law of attraction. That's just one law out of many. And if you only focus on that, you will fail. The universe operates on multiple laws that work together. If you ignore them, you are literally trying to hack a system with the wrong code. Let me break down the most important ones. Law number 1, the law of vibration. Everything in this universe is energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, your body, even the chair you're sitting on. And energy vibrates at different frequencies. If you want to manifest abundance, you must match the vibration of abundance. If you vibrate in scarcity, doubt, and fear, you are simply not on the same channel. Think of it like a radio. If you want to hear 101 FM but you're tuned to 88.5, you'll never hear the music. Most people are begging for 101 FM while living their entire life on 88.5. That's why nothing happens. Law number 2, the law of cause and effect. Every action has a reaction. Every seed you plant creates a harvest. If your daily habits are rooted in procrastination, negativity, and fear, the effect will always be lack and struggle. You cannot manifest a different harvest while planting the same old seeds. Law number 3, the law of correspondence. As within, so without. Your external reality is a direct reflection of your internal state. If you want to change what you see outside, you must first change what's happening inside. People try to force reality to change without changing themselves. That's like standing in front of a mirror and shouting at your reflection to smile while you keep frowning. The mirror only reflects. Life only reflects. Law number 4, the law of action. This one is the most overlooked. You can visualize, meditate, pray. But if you never take action, nothing happens. Action is what shows the universe you're serious. And here's the secret. When you act, even in small ways, the universe responds with synchronicities. Doors open, opportunities appear. But those doors don't open for people who sit still. Most people ignore these laws. They pick the easy one, the law of attraction, and pretend that's enough. But manifestation is a whole system, not a shortcut. That's why they fail. Now let's talk about the people who succeed. The rare 1%. They don't just wish for things. They become the version of themselves who already has those things. This is the key most people miss. Manifestation is identity work. Let me explain. If you're trying to manifest wealth while still identifying as someone who is broke, struggling, and unlucky, the vibration won't match. The 1% know that they must shift their identity before the results show up. They ask themselves, who would I be if I already had this? And then they start living that way right now. Want to manifest confidence? Stop acting like the shy, doubtful version of yourself and start embodying the energy of someone confident, even before you feel ready. Want to manifest love? Stop identifying as someone unworthy of love. Start treating yourself as if you are already loved and adored. Want to manifest abundance? Stop saying, I'm broke. Start aligning your actions, choices, and habits with someone who values money and knows it flows to them. The 1% know that manifestation is not about waiting, it's about embodying. The formula of the 1%. Clarity. They know exactly what they want, not vague wishes, clear vision, belief. They reprogram their subconscious to believe it's possible. Emotion. They generate the feelings of already having it. Action. They take inspired steps daily, no matter how small. Surrender. They let go of the timeline and trust the universe. That's the formula. Simple, but powerful. The 99% fail because they skip at least one step. They're clear but don't believe. Or they believe but take no action. Or they act but keep doubting. The 1% complete the formula. Now I know what you're thinking. How do I apply this to my own life? How do I stop being part of the 99% and step into the rare group who actually manifests? Here's your step-by-step action plan. Step 1. Rewrite your story. Grab a notebook. Write down all the limiting beliefs you currently hold about your dream. For example, I'll never be rich. Love always ends badly for me. I'm not talented enough. Then, for each belief, ask yourself, is this the ultimate truth? Or is it just a story I've been telling myself? Replace it with a new, empowering story. Step 2. Create an identity shift. Ask, who is the version of me that already has this dream? Write it down in detail. How do they think? What do they wear? How do they speak? What habits do they have? Then start embodying that version of you now, even in small ways. Step 3. Align your emotions. Your emotions are your magnet. Spend at least 5 minutes a day generating the feelings of already having your dream. Play music, visualize, dance, meditate, whatever makes you feel it. Step 4. Take inspired action. Every day ask, what is one step I can take today that aligns with my dream? Then do it. It doesn't have to be huge. Small, consistent action is what compounds into miracles. Step 5. Surrender the timeline. This one is hard but crucial. Stop obsessing over when it will happen. That energy is resistance. Trust that if you do your part, the universe will do its part. If you follow these steps consistently, you will shift from the 99% who fail to the 1% who succeed. Another reason why 99% of people fail is because they never leave their comfort zone. They think manifestation means that the universe will simply drop blessings on their lap. But the truth is, your dream life exists outside your comfort zone. The moment you take a step into the unknown, you are signaling to the universe, I am ready. Most people never take that step, and that's why they never receive. One of the biggest blocks to manifestation is desperation. When you want something so badly that you clutch onto it with fear, you are pushing it away. Desperation vibrates at lack, not abundance. That's why the 1% focus on cultivating detachment. They know what they want, but they are not desperate. They are calm, trusting, aligned. The universe responds to that state of being. Here's something nobody tells you. Before your manifestation comes, you will often be tested. Life will put you in situations that make you doubt, that tempt you to quit, that push your limits. These tests are not punishment, they are preparation. The 99% give up at the first obstacle. The 1% recognize the test and stay aligned until the breakthrough comes. Reality is always mirroring you. If you keep experiencing rejection, maybe it's because you reject yourself. If you keep attracting chaos, maybe your inner world is chaotic. This is hard to accept, but it is the ultimate power. Because once you realize that reality is your mirror, you stop blaming others and start mastering yourself. And when you master yourself, manifestation becomes effortless. Finally, understand this. Manifestation is not just about you. When you align with your highest self and manifest your dream life, you are raising the vibration of everyone around you. Your abundance inspires others, your healing heals others, your courage activates others. That's why the universe supports those who align with their purpose. Because your manifestation doesn't just change your life, it changes the world. Here's the truth. 99% of people will never manifest their dreams. Not because they can't, but because they won't. They won't reprogram their beliefs. They won't shift their identity. They won't take consistent action. They stay comfortable in excuses instead of uncomfortable in growth. But you are different. The fact that you're watching this video right now proves that you are ready to step into the 1%. So here's my challenge for you. Decide today that you will no longer be average. That you will no longer let fear, doubt, and excuses run your life. Decide to step into alignment, to become the version of you who already has it, and to trust the universe. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Are you ready to join the 1%? And if you are serious about manifesting your dream life, don't just watch this once. Save this video, revisit it, apply the steps. Because your dream life is waiting for you, but only if you rise up and claim it. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more deep spiritual content, and share it with someone who needs to hear this truth. And remember, the universe is always listening. The question is, what are you broadcasting?